I'm Katie and the owner of ATL Pelvic Health, and we are going to do a quick 3-part stretch series to help with any type of menstrual pain or cramping that you might be experiencing. So we're going to start first on your hands and knees, so you can come into that all fours position, having your hands stacked right underneath your shoulders, knees stacked right underneath your hips. We're going to start with a cat-cow. So you're going to inhale, lengthen your spine, reach your tailbone up towards the ceiling, and then as you exhale, you're going to scoop and round, rounding your back. And then you're going to inhale, lengthen. Let your belly fall towards the mat as your head reaches up towards the ceiling, tailbone reaches up towards the ceiling. Feel your sit bones widening and your pelvic floor relaxing. And then exhale, scoop and round. Inhale as you lengthen. And then exhale as you round. We're going to add on here, as you inhale, you're going to stick your tongue out to release any tension in your jaw. And then you'll exhale, bringing your tongue back in. As we inhale, we're reaching our tailbone up towards the ceiling, letting our pelvic floor relax in between our sit bones. Tongue sticks out to release any tension in that jaw. And then exhale, scooping and rounding. Good, we've got that one more time. And then you can gently pass back into child's pose, reaching your arms overhead. Toes come together, knees open up wide. And then you're going to walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Feeling a nice stretch and opening on that right side of your body. Hips are going to shift over to the right as your arms reach over to the left. Taking some nice deep breaths here in through the mouth. In through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And then when you're ready, you're going to walk your hands over to your right. Hips are going to sink over to the left. Feeling a nice stretch and side body opening on that left side. And then when you're ready, we're going to come onto our stomach for a baby cobra. So forehead can rest onto the mat. Feet can be together, legs can be zipped up together as long as that feels okay on your low back. And then hands are going to be placed right on the outside of your shoulders. You're going to inhale, begin pressing through your hands to reach your chest forward. And then you're going to lower your body down, press into a child's pose stretch. Good. Let's come back onto our stomach. This time we'll add on with a few cobras. Inhaling first, stretching your breastbone forward like you're shining a light up the wall in front of you. Keeping that pubic bone connected down onto the mat. And then lengthen back down. We've got 3 more here. Inhaling as we extend that spine, reaching long, maybe feeling a little stretch in the low belly. And then lowering back down. We've got 2 more here. Last one. And then we're going to press all the way back into child's pose one more time. Again, letting those knees open up wide, feet come together. And taking some nice deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. As your sit bones widen, imagine your pelvic floor is dropping down in between your sit bones. Feeling the pelvic floor opening up and releasing tension as you take those nice deep breaths. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're going to come into a seated position and finish up with a little bit of hip mobility. So in this seated position, you can reach your arms back behind you, and we're just going to go into some gentle windshield wipers. So you're going to let your knees fall over to the left, and then lift the knees back up to center and reach over to the right. We're working on some hip internal and external mobility. Reaching over to one side, feeling a nice stretch in the hips and in the pelvis. If you're not feeling a lot of stretch, you can actually sit a little bit more upright, and you'll feel this a little bit more as you switch to one side, and then as you switch to the other. Option again, if there's tension in the hips or in the pelvis, to always lean back with the hands. Gives you a little bit more space as you're windshield wipering your legs. Good, we've got one more on each side. And then you can come to center. So that is it for our 3-part stretch series to help with any menstrual pain or cramping that you might be experiencing. Check out our YouTube channel or follow along at ATL Pelvic Health for more helpful tips and tricks for your pelvic floor.